Good morning, and welcome to Morning Math with
The
Grant
Gallagher.
Gallagher.
Okay, yeah, let's go with that.
All right, guys. So, if you didn't know, and you need to know, Sunday is
Mother's Day.
Mother's Day. So today we're going to show you a really neat mathy project that you can do for Mother's Day. It's called a cardioid, and it's this really cool math way to draw a heart. So when you are making your mom her Mother's Day card, you can do this if you want to. So I'm going to show Grant how to do it right now. And we'll switch over to the Ziggy cam so that you can see. Now, for this one, I definitely printed out a piece of paper because what you need is a circle, and you need it to be split into 60 different, oh, that's not good, 60 different sections, okay? So that's like really hard to do without a printer. It's nicer when the printer does it for you. So I've already printed this out. And then I've also, if you print out this one that I'm going to link to the video, it's nice because it gives us a little guide down here to help us get going. So basically what we're going to do, we're going to figure out what numbers to match each of the 60 numbers with. And we're going to be mapping by multiple of 2. So if you look, I said 1 is 2, because 1 times 2 is 2. 2 is 4, because 2 times 2 is 4. 3 times 2 is 6. 4 times 2 is 8. 5 times 2 is 10, and so on and so forth. Right, Grant?
But it goes
Do you
up
see
to
any
62.
patterns? Do you see any patterns? What are we doing
Yeah,
here?
it goes. Yeah, that's 2 each time.
It adds 2 each time. Okay. So now I got up to 30, which is 60, but now I stopped. Because what did you say the next number is supposed to be?
62.
62, but our circle doesn't have 62. So,
do we just line up one with 2?
well, we're going to do that in a second. First, we have to figure out what is 31 mapped to, because it can't map to 62 because there is no 62. So if this is 60, which number would be equivalent to 62?
That would be 2.
2. So this is kind of like a clock where 62 minutes is an hour and 2 minutes.
All right,
so it can be 2,
4,
6, 8, and it's just going to go around with that same pattern. So Grant's filling out the rest of these to tell us where to go. This is called modular math, I believe, where you count around in circles. And you kind of already know how to do it because you know how to read a clock. In a clock, the biggest number is 60, and once you reach 60, you go back down to 1. Yep. Go ahead and keep going. So he's filling out the rest of these. And then, yeah, basically what we're going to do is we're just going to take a ruler and we're going to connect together each number with its double. Now, by doing doubles, this will create a great shape for Mother's Day. You can also do different numbers, though. You don't have to do times 2. You could do times 3. You could do times 4. You could do times 5, times 6. Here, I got you a ruler too, kiddo. Go ahead and start connecting. So you can multiply by whatever you want to. And one of the cool things about making it a modular of 60, 2 goes to 4. The first couple you're not really going to be able to see. Is that 60 is divisible by so many numbers. 60 is divisible by 2, 60 is divisible by 3, 60 is evenly divisible by 4, 60 is evenly divisible by 5, evenly divisible by 6. So you could really do anything all the way up to 6, and it would go in a nice round circle, and works out really nicely. So that's one of the reasons why you want a circle that goes up to the number 60. Yep, 6 goes to 12.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, that means that means you can
7 goes to
exclude.
14.
Prime numbers will not be participating.
Oh, they will, though, because we're going to connect everything to something. It's just that the even numbers will have lots of things connected to it.
I guess you're right.
And I think, too, that we want to say the odd numbers won't have as many lines connected to it as the even numbers. Okay, so Grant's drawing out his lines. It's starting to look kind of like a spider web. The further along we go, the more spread out the lines get.
18 is 9.
Yep, 9 is 18. 10 is 20. Oh, right. Now, the reason why this is a great Mother's Day gift is, should we spoil the surprise, Grant?
Nope.
No? Okay. Well, let me show them the other ones. So while you're doing yours, I did some other ones. So Grant is doing one that's ×2. And to prep for today, I did some other ones that are not ×2. I screwed up a little bit on the first one. I'm going to swivel the camera over here so you can see these. So this one is timesing by 3, and you can kind of tell that I didn't do the best job in the world because there's this huge hole right here, and that hole's not supposed to be there. But this is a modular of 3. So basically, I took every number and I timesed it by 3. And the really cool, keep going. The really cool pattern that happens on this one is when I reached 20, I got to 60. And so then when I got to 21, I started over. So if you look, all right here is all 3s, 6s. You're on 15, I think, 15 and 30. All 3s, all 6s, all 9s, all 12s, and it just repeats itself. So that makes this. I got screwed up somewhere around here. I started connecting to the wrong numbers. So that's this shape.
For some reason, it looks
Keep
like.
going if you want to finish on camera, dude. Here's multiplying by 4s. This one also, right? Everything 60 is divisible by all these numbers. So this one, though, I got there a little bit quicker. So I got to 60 on 15. On multiplying by 3s, I got to 60 on 20. On multiplying by 2s, we didn't get to 60 until 30. So it's all about like how quickly it takes to get you there. And I think I did this one correctly. It looks pretty good. So this is multiplying by 4s. And then here's multiplying by 5s.
Four-leaf clover.
Four-leaf clover, yeah. So there's a really cool pattern that's happening with these. Oops.
Oh no.
That's okay. It's easy fix. 18 and 36.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Can keep talking.
All right. So there's a pretty cool pattern that's happening with these, and it has to do with how many, I don't know what to call them, dips, I guess, that it has. So when I multiplied by 3, I had these 2. Sorry, buddy. When I multiplied by 4, I had 1, 2, 3. And when I multiplied by 5, I had 1, 2, 3, 4. And so the pattern is that the amount of in dips, I don't know, or maybe we can count the loops that you have is 1 less than what you multiplied by. So think about that when you are thinking about what you think this pattern is that Grant's going to make. He's almost halfway done. Let me know if you want me to help out, kiddo. This is a printable that you can print out. You can try to freehand it. It's a little bit difficult to freehand. Also, you'll notice that, you know, the bigger the numbers that you multiply by, the less spiderwebby it looks. So the more, just the white space seems more filled up, the more you multiply by. Okay, let's take a look and see how Grant's doing so far. Let's switch back over to Grant.
You can't
Doing
tell what
good?
it is yet.
Not yet, that's okay.
Although it looks really cool.
It does look really
If we
cool.
left it like this, it would actually look like hills.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay, well, let's keep going because you want to finish on camera, right? We've got to
I'm in the background.
get through. So you can print this out and you can make it for your mom using this printable. You can also, so I actually made these for my kids. We'll give you a little hint for Valentine's Day. And I actually punched a hole in a paper and did it that way. So
Did it with string.
yeah, I kind of sewed through a piece of cardstock. Okay, so here we're at our turning point. So this is 30 and 60. So next was 31, and normally that would be 62. But we don't have a 62, so it's going to be 2.
Turning point.
Okay, 4 and 32. You might want to wait till I'm actually ready, kiddo. 6 and 33. Okay, I'm ready. All right, so we told you the pattern. We said that it was
30.
34 and 8, right? We said that it was 1 less than what you multiplied by. That's how many dips there should be. So that means that for this one, if we're multiplying by 2, there should only be 1 dip. So try to think of what kind of shape would only have 1 Are we on 36? Yeah, okay. So here too, you can also think of like, okay, 6 times 2 is 12. So just get rid of the tens place. 6 times 2 is 12.
Keep going.
7 times 2 is 14. 8 times 2
Fif-
is 16.
Wait, though.
So we skipped over 15 because that was not an even number. So now we're on 18 and 39. And 40. Which we actually already drew because 20 times 2 is also 40.
That aims for 41.
Oh, oops. Okay. Well,
Destroy that and nobody notices.
yeah, we'll just get that out of there. Okay. So 20 and 40 we actually already drew because 20 times 2 is already 40. So let's go to 22 and 41. Okay, 42 and 24. This is how I made that mistake on the other one also. Was I was trying to remember and I wasn't really paying attention to what I had written out when I probably should have been. I think we're on
26.
26,
Wait.
44. Wait, let's check.
26 has a.
44 is 28. 43 is 26.
Yeah,
we just
we're
did
good.
that one. Okay.
Okay.
So that was the same mistake that I made. I accidentally was trying to just go around and I assumed that I was doing everything correctly and I wasn't checking my work. Oh. And that's how I kind of screwed
It's
up.
flapping around now.
So 7 and 34. Okay. Yep, it's wrapping around.
Can
We're
you
almost
guess
have the
it?
shape.
Can you guess it?
48 and 36.
Wait, you that's not. Okay.
Okay, 49 and 38. Go ahead. We're there.
Oh yeah, I thought that.
50 and 40. Yeah, 50 and 40. Go ahead. Okay. Let's see. 51 and 42. This is going to start getting tight again, kind of like how we started it. No, 51 down here. Yeah, and 42. 52 and 44. And when we get back up to the top, it's going to be kind of hard to see again. 53 and 4. Wait, I can't see where I'm putting it. 46. You're going to have to lift up your hand so I can see, okay? 54 and 4. Lift up your hand. 54 and 48. Okay, now go. 55 and 50. Alexa, stop. 56 and 52. 57 and 50. Whoa. 57 and 54.
Wow. It's finally caught up all the way around.
58 and 56.
It's caught up all the way around.
Okay, 59 and 58. And then unfortunately 60 maps to itself, so you're not going to write anything for that one.
Actually, I can.
Okay. And what kind of shape did it make, Grant? It made a heart for Mother's Day. So you'll notice that we had to turn the paper upside down to make the heart. So if you are going to draw this for your mom for Mother's Day, you might want to put the 60 at the bottom of the circle and the 30 at the top of the circle so that it does make a heart. And then I'll show you if you want to do it. If you're a crafty person, what I did was I printed this out so that I got 2 on one piece of paper like this. And then I took a piece of cardstock and I matched up the circle on the cardstock and I took a push pin and I just pushed through every one of the dots. And that's how I was able to get the holes in the right spot on the cardstock. And again, I started, and you can see I didn't do it exactly perfect, but I started with my 60 down here and then I counted around. My 30 was at the top so that the heart part would be at the top, and then I went back around. So, and this was all sewn into a card for my kids. So if you want to do that, you can. If that's something you're really interested in and you want more help with that, let me know. What do you think, Grant? Is this a good Mother's Day gift? Yeah?
Yeah.
You like your Valentine's gift?
Yep. Wait, if you go around, you don't end up going over. You can go over everyone without touching everyone.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's it for us for today. So I hope that you guys are finding something to make for your mom for Mother's Day, and we will see you again tomorrow.
Okay, bye.